The story of Göbekli Tepe doesn't begin in the 1990s, when archaeologists first turned their spades toward the dusty soil. It begins over 12,000 years ago, during a time when the world was emerging from the last ice age. Vast glaciers were retreating, sea levels were rising, and the global climate was shifting into what we now call the Holocene. This was a turning point for humanity. The Pleistocene epoch, defined by nomadic hunting, survival, and small scattered bands of people, was drawing to a close. But agriculture, cities, and complex societies hadn't yet emerged. We were, supposedly, still simple foragers. This transitional era, the Epipaleolithic, was long believed to be a time of minimal advancement. Small groups followed herds across the steppes, living hand to mouth, perhaps gathering near freshwater springs and seasonal hunting grounds. Religion, art, and architecture, according to conventional wisdom, would come thousands of years later. But the Fertile Crescent, stretching across modern-day Turkey, Syria, Iraq, and Iran, was a crucible of change. It's where wild grains grew in abundance, where the first domesticated animals began to appear, and where eventually agriculture would root itself into the human story. But what if that story is backwards? Göbekli Tepe sits right in the heart of this transformative region. When researchers carbon dated the site to around 9600 BCE, it suggested something unprecedented. That monumental construction, symbolic art, and organized ritual existed before farming, not after. If true, that flips the evolutionary sequence long held by anthropologists. It means that spiritual or religious motivation may have preceded the domestication of crops and animals, that people may have gathered to worship, to build, and to bury before they learned to sow seeds.